Well, I have nothing to say, I guess. But I did do a preview which said Manchester United will win against Liverpool. Oh boy, how wrong was I? This has been the worst to see, to kind of go through, to persevere as a Manchester United fan and basically see what really happened. Welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga, and it's ended 7-0 for Liverpool. 7. There were 2 goals behind the worst drubbing ever. That goes to 9-0 to Southampton. Just at Anfield again by Liverpool. Erik ten Hag's team capitulated. They were in a self-destruct mode. There's a lot we can kind of go deep into and talk about, but kudos to Liverpool. Amazing game, amazing man management. The way Nunez, Gakpo, and Salah score and toy with the defense. And the defensive and the midfield, that kind of Harvey Elliott, Henderson, and Firmino, controlling the ball, not allowing and frustrating, and kind of keeping the forwards for United kind of high and dry. They just couldn't get the balls to them. And the defensive unit of Trent Alexander-Arnold with Konate, which was a surprise to me, starting with Van Dijk and Robertson, Alisson goal. I think I was surprised by Anthony's selection on the right, and not going with Garnacho, and basically having Rashford play in the middle of the center, and having Weghorst playing behind him like he did in Barcelona. But then, where do I even begin this game? This these are one of those games where it's a howler. United have dropped the ball. They had dropped their shoulders first half. Like first half was 1-0. There were a couple of chances that United could have kind of converted. I think Bruno Fernandes has just forgotten how to score now. I'm kind of concerned. Like, he's the team captain, he's almost forgotten how to score. Should he be the team captain, or should we just move on? Liverpool dominated the game basically, to a point where it was of no return, because second half starts and Liverpool just get goal after goal after goal. They were if I just can't stop scoring. So second half starts, Harvey Elliott ball to Nunez, beautiful goal. I'm really thinking, what is the defense doing there? But then immediately after that, Gakpo scores after Salah. Gakpo kind of chips the ball up over De Gea. I don't know what Luke Shaw is even thinking, because Martinez committed ahead, and there's a complete gap behind him, and he just kind of stops. I don't know for whom, but then it happened. The goal scored. Salah scores a goal again. Like, that's kind of a howler again. Salah scores in the 66th minute. That's a 4-0 down after Garnacho and McTominay are substituted in for Fred and Weghorst respectively. Then Henderson cross where nobody runs for it. Like, the ball, if you see the goal, if you see the fifth, like if you see the sixth, the fourth goal as well. In my mind, the fourth goal, like the third goal, is like when they just kind of give up, because Luke Shaw is not running anymore. Casemiro is now Casemiro has dropped his shoulders. They're not playing the way they have to. Luke Shaw stopped running. Martinez is kind of struggling and getting frustrated because of the lack of support that he has, but then they still want to push for a goal. They're not able to get the balls to the strikers. They're not controlling the ball well enough, and they're not even converting when they get a chance. Yeah, it's a lot to deal. It's a lot to take. The Gakpo goal, the third goal, was in my mind the when he kind of dropped, because Luke Shaw is like, he's just kind of given up, and Gakpo just chips it over. De Gea from the near post. And I can go with goal as well. Like Mohamed Salah got the goal after a lucky deflection from McTominay, who kind of does a good job stopping the ball, but then the second deflection just kind of falls into his feet. There's nothing you can do when it just smashes. He just smashes it into the goal. Nunez scoring a header. Nobody runs to Hernandez. Like nobody runs to Henderson to kind of stop him from crossing the ball in. Just like I saw my job. It's like almost everybody kind of gave up in that minute. And yeah, it's a header. The weird one was the sixth goal, which was Luke Shaw kind of hitting it against Firmino, which kind of drops easily for Salah. And he scores. And then we had Firmino scoring the last goal as well, which ends in 7-0. The whole team, I feel, has let down. Everybody kind of pumped them up. It's a good kind of blessing in disguise in a way for Manchester United fans and players to kind of to understand where they stand. Like they have been overachieving with the players that they've had. Liverpool is a team kind of gaining back in confidence, and it's Anfield, so it's a big occasion. They're a big occasion team. They play well, and they drubbed. Like nobody was expecting a 7-0 drubbing of Manchester United. But then that's what happened in these freaky games, like high intensity games, and that's what happened. Klopp should take a lot of pride in the way he kind of handled this game, and of course, the way his team performed, the players performed, especially with all Salah, Gakpo, and Nunez scoring two. They were all substitute. Like Salah was still on the field to score his hat trick, but then Nunez and Gakpo were taken out, substituted, but then Firmino also scoring a goal in the end. So that's kind of sad to see as a Manchester United fan. For me, for Manchester United, in my opinion, this is a blessing in disguise. It's an intervention which basically tells that you're not being good enough, and Erik ten Hag now understands what it takes to kind of win these big matches. His first game at Anfield, and he loses, and it's such a big defeat. But then lack of discipline, tackles here and there, no reason to kind of get you're frustrated, you're losing 5-0, you're losing 6-0, you're losing. Have the humility and humbleness to kind of hold off and be disciplined about the game. There was no discipline in the back, in the defense. There was no discipline in the midfield. Everybody was just running with the ball they wanted. They were just playing short passes, very scared of kind of making wrong passes, and that's what kind of when you're scared in such a big game, you're just gonna get eaten up. It's not a game for weak-hearted people. There is no bad performance. I think it was completely a failure from everybody on the pitch. It's going to be very interesting how Erik ten Hag now kind of gets in to pump up his players to be able to come ahead with the next game. Liverpool with that win and that amazing 7-0 goal difference is just bonkers. Because of that, I have moved into 5th, 3 points adrift of 4th place Tottenham. The Reds or Liverpool have basically been like they are coming for the top 4, and if they continue playing like this, that's what's gonna happen. Erik ten Hag needs to have an intervention. I'm very sure he's going to be fuming and very vocal in the dressing room. There will be changes, and it'll be exciting to see how this goes further ahead. But kudos to Liverpool, amazing game. See the resurgence again, and it's good to see them back playing the way they do. And also the fact for United fans, this is the reality. They just outscored 7-0. So 7 goals conceded. That's not a joke. Anfield is always hard. But then, it's Manchester United as well. You have to have standards, which United did not have at all. Let me know in the comment section below. As a Liverpool fan, what did you think of the game? Did you want more hat-tricks to be scored or more goals? Of course, a heated performance and a heated game. As a Manchester United fan, I just will, how do you feel about Erik ten Hag right now? and the team, any key performances that you kind of hated the most, than the whole team. Do like this video, do share, and do subscribe, and I catch you in the next one.